Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel.
We're the Dawnties.
My name is Rochelle.
What's my name? I'm your favorite Donna.
And in today's video, we are going to do a Disney Plus discussion, which is something that we kind of skipped in the month of September.
It's our fault.
It is my fault. We've been busy binge watching other things, but we have finally watched some new content on Disney Plus that we're going to talk about today.
Okay.
So, quite a bit has come out. We just have been very slow to watch because what were we binge watching instead of watching Disney Plus?
Gilmore Girls and Grey's Anatomy.
Yes, we
because
binge
she
watched.
started watching them again, and I see a little bit, and I'm hooked, and it's her fault.
It is my fault. So I actually started Grey's Anatomy the weekend after July 4th, and we binge watched all 16 seasons, which is insane. And we finished that in around mid-August, and then we started Gilmore Girls, and we couldn't stop watching it. So
again, her fault.
So in the month of September, towards the end of September, we were able to get some Disney Plus items watched, which I was very excited about because there were quite a few things that we were looking forward to, and it's just been too long. So the first thing that we watched was Howard, and this is a documentary on one of the
lyricist. Is that how you, the person who writes lyrics? Is that a lyricist? Is that a word? Did I just make up a word? No, it's a word. Okay. Well, you're looking at me like I'm stupid. No, I'm not. You are.
So this was basically his story, and Howard wrote a lot for Disney and before Disney, other things as well.
Yeah, he did.
But it was really interesting to see this biography.
Or is that a biography? Documentary. Oh.
It was really interesting to watch this documentary about his life, which did end due to AIDS. Back in the early 90s is when he died, I think, in 90, 91, around there.
Yeah, and he did Beauty and the Beast.
Aladdin.
He was in the middle of Aladdin when he died.
That's right. That's
right.
He worked on The Little Mermaid. Just those classic 80s and 90s Disney movies that a lot of us grew up with.
When Disney made their comeback?
Yes. And it was really interesting to see how he dealt with his diagnosis and how those around him had no idea. And whenever he was in the very late stages, very, very sick, he was still working from the hospital days before he passed.
And didn't tell Disney until it got really bad and he
had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, because Disney's a family company and he had AIDS. And at that time,
there was so much unknown about AIDS during the time that he got it. So, yeah, he definitely didn't want to face that backlash. But as you know, documentaries are like our style.
Yeah.
And this one in particular, it was really fun to see the footage from The Little Mermaid and from Beauty and the Beast and how the actors are in there singing and how he's writing these lyrics and how his process is and things he worked on before he came on to work for Disney. Just seeing that actual footage of him and the actors and everyone else involved was just really fun to see.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, and then of course all the interviews of people who knew him, who worked with him at the time, kind of reflecting on that time period with him while he was still, at his best, health-wise. So that is something, if you like documentaries, I think it's a little over an hour long.
Yeah.
Definitely would recommend it. It was good.
It was a good one.
It was good. So the next thing that we watched is a show called Becoming. Now this is a multiple episode series that doesn't really, it's not a story. It's more of every episode is focusing on one celebrity, whether it be an athlete, a singer, an actor, someone who is quote unquote famous, and kind of looking at their story and how they became who they became. So we only watched a couple of episodes of the people that we were interested in.
Right. Now, we watched Julianne Hough.
Yes. A lot of stuff I didn't know about her. But
I had
really
no idea that her and Derek went to England to live when they were just kids.
Yeah, because of dance. And all that
so
stuff.
that they could dance.
Yeah. And then we watched the one on Nick Cannon, which was also surprising.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff I didn't know about him. And these are roughly 25 minutes per episode. And you can go through the list and see which celebrities it's featuring. And then we watched one,
forgot his name again. He's a comedian. The one who basically got hit by a bus when he was a child. Oh, yeah. He was on Glee. Yeah, he was on Glee. He was on, I think, Bill and Ted Need Wedding Dates. He was in, what's the singing movie? Pitch Perfect. Oh, yeah, Pitch Perfect.
Whenever I see his face, I know who he is, but I can't for the life of me remember his name.
She'll put it right there.
Sure, I will. But his story was the first one that we watched, and it was crazy to see this life-altering accident that happened, I think, when he was 11, 10, 11, and how he recovered, and just him reliving that and actually going to the spot where he got hit by a truck or a bus or whatever it was, and just seeing his family react about that time and kind of reliving those memories and how he got to where he is now, which there was a lot of stops in between, but a lot of really fun stuff on how he became who he became and who we know him now as. So these are just really fun celebrity stories. You learn a lot.
You do.
And, I mean, they're just like short documentaries, which I think is cool. Especially if it's a celebrity you like or you know of, but you don't really know a whole lot about. This is a really good series to watch. So yes, definitely check out Becoming if that sounds remotely interesting to you.
Okay, now what?
The next thing we watched was Disney's The Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom. Now this one's a little bit different because this one is releasing one episode a week. So this is probably going to become on our weekly watch list. There are several series that we're watching that releases one every week. But at this point, we've only seen the first episode.
It was so cool.
It was really cool. So it really is focusing on the in and outs of the Animal Kingdom, the park down in Disney World, and how they care for the animals. They performed a surgery on an animal that was very high risk. They showed basically the giraffes was really funny. Giraffe was very stubborn and didn't want to get his hooves cleaned
taken care of. Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
The behind the scenes of how they take care of the animals, and even there was a behind the scenes of them taking a tree and making a lamppost that looked like a tree.
Yeah.
And that was really cool because so much went into the light that they were going to use. They needed to make sure that it looked like the sunset.
Yeah.
Because if they just did a light like we have out in the street, it would bother the animals.
Right.
So they didn't want to bother the animals. They wanted to make it like the sunset so that it wouldn't affect the animals. And it's just really cool how much thought goes into just putting up a light.
Yeah. That, and you know, with that park, you have to balance the guest experience, but also the comfort of the animals.
And they take the animals' comfort way more into consideration than, say, the zoo.
Yes, there's no question.
Yeah.
But this was just a really fun episode. Like I said, we've only seen the first one. I think as of now, the second one just came out, but we haven't watched it yet. But it's really, really cool to see the in and outs of that park in particular because of the fact it's surrounding the animals. And just getting a sneak peek into that is just really cool, especially if you're a fan of the parks. This is something that I would recommend watching because you learn so much.
And Animal Kingdom was really both of our least favorite park at Disney World. But to learn so much more about it makes you appreciate it more. Now don't get me wrong, Magic Kingdom is still my favorite, but I learned a lot more about Animal Kingdom, and I appreciate Animal Kingdom a lot more than I did before.
This is true. So be sure to check that one out if you are interested to learn more about the Animal Kingdom. The last new thing that we watched was something that came out, I think, at the end of August, and it is Muppets Now.
We watched that for me, y'all.
We did watch it for you. And some of the episodes you didn't even watch. I was watching it. She was on her phone or on Animal Crossing or something.
Playing Animal Crossing, but I was listening and I still pay attention.
So it's set up really cute. So you basically have all of these little segments that are put together into like a 6 or 7 or 8 minute episode. They're not very long. And it's almost like a big production and you see them, okay, who's next? Oh, we gotta go to the interview next, or we gotta go to that YouTube video next, or that game show next. Yeah. And of course all of the different Muppets are in charge of each segment or appear in certain segments. And they have like a cooking show, they have a game show, and Miss Piggy, whatever she does whatever she wants. Is it like a fashion show?
I'm not sure what that pig's doing.
I don't know. But I think it's really cute. I'm not a huge fan of the Muppets. I didn't grow up with them.
It's not the Muppet Show.
No.
It's not as good as the Muppet Show was, but it's cute.
So there you go. Definitely check that one out if you like the Muppets. I think you would enjoy it. Someone who didn't grow up on the Muppets, who's not really a huge fan of them because I really don't know anything about them, I thought it was cute. I will continue to watch it with her, for her.
All right then.
Alright, so that was just kind of a recap of some of the new things that we've watched. Now, we're going to talk about 3 things that are coming out this month, and I think the one I'm most anticipating is called Once Upon a Snowman, and this actually comes out, I think, on the 23rd of October.
That's the one about Olaf, right?
This is a short, so it's going to be just one little short video made of Olaf. So the premise actually starts when Elsa makes him during her Let It Go number. She does her little thing and he shows up.
Let go, and then it all boom, and then there's an ice castle.
So that's in that scene, Olaf appears, and then we don't see him again in the movie until Anna, Kristoff, and Sven run into him, and they freak out, and
Well, you'd freak out too if you ran into a talking snowman. I would.
So it's basically what happens to him during that period of time where he's created and then he's found by Anna. So I believe that's the premise of the whole short. So we're going to see basically what he experiences during that short time. So I'm excited about that one.
Could be interesting because Olaf
there's
is...
no telling.
Yeah.
There's no telling what's going to happen. So that comes out on October 23rd. The next one that is coming out actually comes out on the 16th. And it is called Clouds. Now this is based on a true story of a teenager with a rare bone cancer. And he is a musician. It's pretty much all I know. I saw the preview of it about a month ago, and it reminded me of the movie The Fault in Our Stars, but with the sick kid being a boy.
So,
but I've never seen The Fault in Our Stars.
Spoiler alert, he might die.
He might. I don't. It's based on a true story, so I don't know anything about this story or the boy this is based on and what happened to him, but I see this being as, just a drama tearjerker with music.
These are more her kind of movies. I'll watch it with her.
I have to be in the mood for a good cry to watch a movie like this, which is why I've yet to see The Fault in Our Stars. But I've heard it's really good. But yeah, I don't know.
Don't ask me.
But that is actually coming out in just a few days. So check that one out if that's the kind of movie you like. Alright, and the last thing that's going to release this month is super, super hyped Mandalorian Season 2. That comes out on the 30th of October.
We haven't seen one yet,
Haven't seen one. And I know that we've talked about The Mandalorian in these videos in the past, and a lot of you guys said we don't need to really know Star Wars in order to watch it. I don't know if we're ever actually going to watch The Mandalorian, but Season 2 is coming. I know it's super hyped. A lot of people love this show, even if they haven't been Star Wars fans before. So just wanted to let you guys know that Season 2 is coming out on Friday, October 30th.
Alright.
Okay, so I think that's everything we have to discuss. So, takeaways. Watch Behind the Magic Kingdom, Disney's Magic. The magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom.
There you go. That's what messes with you, because it has magic in the title, but it's Animal Kingdom.
Yes. So, definitely check that one out. Definitely check out Howard. Super recommending that one for sure. And then Becoming. Check that out. See if there's any celebrities you want to just kind of learn more about. I think it's super fun.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Alright, so that is everything we have to share with you guys in this month's discussion.
Ask her how many times we watched Hamilton this month.
Just once? Oh, twice. Or was it like 3 times? I think it was 3, but the first time we didn't finish it because it was like late. But anyways, I actually want to watch it anyway.
So leave a comment down below. Let us know what you guys are watching on Disney Plus. Have you discovered any other things that you think we would enjoy? Let us know that, because we're always looking for more content to watch that is new or original or exclusive to Disney Plus.
Or Hamilton.
Or Hamilton. I could watch Hamilton all day, every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could. You could too. I like it. Don't even.
Dude, honestly, as far as musicals go where there's no dialogue, Hamilton's the best.
By far.
Yeah.
Watch with subtitles, though. Subtitles are key to watching Hamilton.
They spit that out so fast.
Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in our next video.
Bye.
Bye.